New episode of Enderal. I held a poll, I got a tie, I held a second poll, and by the time that I decided it was not a tie, Enderal had won, but then shortly afterward, it became a tie again. So, you guys really wanted me to either play Enderal or you really wanted me to play Golden Sun. And I will say, in reference to wanting me to play Golden Sun, you guys certainly know how to make me happy, because Golden Sun is one of my favorite games. I adore that series from start to finish. Even its not so reputable third game, Dark Dawn. I'm a big fan of that game as well, despite what everybody says about it, so you definitely know how to stroke my ego there. But the final game that was decided on was in fact Enderal again. And I think my focus today is going to be on the main campaign. Or not on the main campaign, but specifically getting stronger if I can. And so part of getting stronger is going to be, let's see here, what do I need to do? Wait until Taylor has prepared the ceremony. Okay. So then I have free reign to do whatever I want. I'm actually going to rest. What I want to do is I want to explore the local countryside and see what I can find. I know that's going to entail fighting a bunch of stuff, but I want to explore and see if there are any mines nearby that might have materials that I don't have on my own right now. Because I want to see about not only increasing my damage output, but also, like, I want to be able to make myself more... Well, not only just increasing my experience level, because increasing my experience is whatever. I want to also be able to increase my damage output. And as of right now, the easiest way for me to do so would be to get more learning points and learn new abilities, or like increase my learning and get memory points, so that by the end of all of this, I will actually have the ability. Oh shit! We got a subscriber. Same subscriber forever. Thank you for 6 months. Has it really been 6 months since all of this started? Oh, wow. I had not realized that I had actually had this for 6 years. I got an emote. Thanks to that subscription. Time is far too fleeting.
It is time.
Whoa,
Come forward, prophet.
Why am I not wearing my helmet? Did they take my helmet off for this?
I know what you are feeling. Mistrust. For it is the first time in the history of the Order that a stranger will receive the holy consecration. You consider it a treason against our charter, and therefore against us all. And indeed, it is true that traditions have strengthened the Order.
Look at my generic white man.
We have ruled this land for millennia, and for millennia we have prevailed. And I know that what happened 2 years ago has unsettled you. Yes, we are in a crisis. Yes, our foundation seems to be shattered. And now you believe that I profane even what little is left by consecrating a pathless one. But you are wrong. It was always people who have given strength to the Order. People like you and me. Yes, we did serve the Lightborn, but because they embodied an idea. The idea of peace through stability. And even now, after their demise, we will pursue this idea. We are facing a threat that endangers the world as we know it. And to fight it, we need one thing above all others: the readiness to make sacrifices for the greater good. This man, like Novice Sakarish, has shown this readiness. He is talented and has a gift, and thus carries responsibility. But instead of running from this responsibility, he faced it
because there's
and
so much
found
going
us.
on at any given point in time.
Consecrated ones, repeat my words. This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
This is the day when my old me dies away. For today, I receive the sigil.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
From now on, I live to protect, by sword and mind, the path, my land, and those who are without strength.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Until death absolves me from my duty.
Thus, you are elevated to keepers of the first sigil. Rise. Now let us all recite the holy words. Thou art my light, my glimmer at the horizon. Thy name is my sacrament, and thy path I will honor, in life as in death. May your light guide me. Leave now, brothers and sisters, and rest. We will need our strength.
I like her armor. I want her armor.
This is holy ground.
Go and get your armor at the Temple's Forge. After that, meet me in the Emporium.
Oh, hey! I was just talking
There's
about this
news.
last time. What are these sigils?
Ranks. After a novice has passed the trial, he is raised into the first sigil, and over the course of years, if he proves to be worthy, into higher ranks, up to the fourth sigil, which is held by the True Chesser and the Grandmaster, me.
Get in.
Walk blessed.
And that's it. It feels strange.
I really like her armor. I'm surprised they didn't show it off before, but she's
Yes,
actually one of the
kind of.
cover characters.
You know, for the past 7 years, I have lived for this moment. And now I'm here. It's peculiar. Anyhow, let's talk.
Yeah,
when
I've
there's something new to
graduated
talk
before.
about. Walk blessed, brother.
Graduating's not that crazy.
Walk blessed.
What am I supposed to be doing right now? Fragments of the past. Optional, get the Keeper's garb at the Temple's Forge. Yes. Because I believe that may be better armor than what I'm currently wearing. I'm not 100% sure on that.
You just wait and see. Fuck.
Walk blessed.
I like that shortly after becoming a Keeper, the first thing somebody said to me was, "This is blessed ground. You don't belong here, Outlander." It's like, you were standing 3 feet from me when I got named a Keeper. Like, you don't just get to say that now. I'm one of the guys. I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. This is me now. Here's my helmet.
May his light guide you.
The Forge.
Now. Ah, right. The highly debated new keeper. You certainly have caused some uproar. I'll give you that. So, robes, mail, or plate?
Plate.
Fine, here you go. And no matter what you think of all this, wearing this armor is an honor. Get that into your head. Most of us had to wait decades for it.
I almost died for it, so.
Walk blessed.
See here. Is that better than my fine steel stuff? It's not. But
Walk blessed.
if I enhance it, let's see here. If I get it to exquisite, which would require shadow steel, it's still not better than my fine steel gear. Ha! This shit is garbage.
It's the sword.
So time to smelt it down for parts. Yes, let me collect this holy armor, this very, very special gear that can only be worn by somebody who's gone through decades of training to become a keeper. It's not as good as fine steel gear. Into the garbage it goes. The difference is that I made my fine steel armor, and making armor in this mod specifically gives it a higher damage output than if you had just gotten it crafted. But like crafting it yourself versus purchasing the armor. Because I crafted my fine steel armor, it's stronger than the alternative.
I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
I don't feel like walking. Whoa. Whoa. And gone. Zoop to the whoop.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city.
I wonder what it breaks down into. Or if they'll even let me dismantle it. Ah, it breaks down into Shadow Steel. Interesting. There's no reason for me to hang on to it anymore, considering I don't plan on keeping any of the Keeper stuff. I don't even know why I have a rune bow. I don't even use a rune bow.
From the Red Sea.
Yes?
Many of you may have heard it already.
Let's see here, where am I at on all this? Oh shit. Why am I getting a bonus to everything? Oh, you know what? That's right. I get a bonus to everything because I'm knowledgeable. I say as I push up my glasses like a shit-eating little kid. Excuse me, teacher. Didn't you mean to give us homework last night? Increase your primary fight skills permanently by 1. Nice. I do like how they were just like, well, we really want people to actually be able to experience our world in its entirety, including all of this lore. How do we get characters to enjoy lore? Well, make it a quest, include knowledge points, and if they collect enough knowledge points, give them a reward.
Greetings.
A novel idea, but one that works very, very well. So you'll actually get better skills over time by just letting your skills evolve.
Yes?
I'm not carrying a bunch of... Do I still have Facebook open? I don't think I have Facebook open. No, I don't have Facebook open. Was that the Facebook sound effect? What was that? I don't know what that was. But anyway, we're headed out into the Heartland because we're gonna do some resource gathering. However that may entail itself.
Greetings.
Here, do I have spectral? I do not. Let's see here. I should have spectral chest as a saved. Divine shield and mage light are also useful, but spectral chest is really nice.
Look at that.
From sir.
Because my spectral chest can currently hold 36. And so I can store things that I don't want out at all times that are weighing me down, like this oak bow, or all of my ingredients. Ingredients are super easy to store. And they don't take up any, and that means that they're no longer taking up any weight in my inventory.
Hey on the roads.
Go. Death Breath was actually a really strong spell that I've been using lately. Like, I want to explore things like there's that cave over there, and I want to see what that cave is. There's something deeply wrong with how these pigs, like, heads move. Because their entire body doesn't move with them, so the head just sort of, like, zoops down, and it looks very out of place. Hey, look at you.
Hey, you there. Yes, you. Can you spare a moment for him? He would be very grateful. Well, he, Kermai Kazor Tatakajape.
That's you. Do you need...
Your help. Tell him, do you have good eyes?
They both work, so yes.
Good. Very good. Let him cut to the chase. He is in dire need of eggs. Lots of eggs. And he wants you to help him.
You're a starling, aren't you?
A half-starling, yes. But unfortunately, he's not from Anku, if that's what you would have asked next. Which is something he really regrets. This world, it's so dirty, so loud. But, well, what can you do? One is what one is. It is, indeed. The eggs he is looking for are hard to come by.
Wonderful.
Do you see those brown hammerbirds circling over the heartland?
It is what it
many
is.
other countries, such as Nerim or Kira, their hatchlings
Hey,
are brought
Starlo.
up to be letterbirds. He wants to raise such letterbirds for a special purpose. So, what do you say? Will you help an old starling? The ancient fathers would thank you for it. He's sure of that.
But out there, things would be much of use to me. Don't you have anything more solid? A special purpose.
Oh, that's hard to explain. He doubts you would understand. But it has to do with our lost home, the Star City.
Star City. Your lost home?
Yes, the place we starlings come from, and where we are destined to return to eventually. Don't you know the stories? There's a city far up in the sky, and all the worldly suffering doesn't exist there. But this is no place to talk about that. There are books which could explain our prophecies a lot better than he ever could.
Emregs. Understood. Where exactly can I find them?
Well, that is the part where your good eyes come into play. All you need to do is follow the movements of the birds flying above the sea here and in its vicinity. Eventually, they will return to their nests, and that's where you can find the eggs. Just come back once you've found a good handful or more. He will wait for your return.
It's a weird fucking quest. The biggest egg hunt ever. Bring Kamari the watchtower in front of our 5 hammer eggs from the town's vicinity. I mean, this is one way to get experience. This thing actually programmed to land? It's like the Easter I always wanted. Yeah, this is what COVID Easter should have been. Because nobody really did anything on Easter because we had no clue what was like fair game or what we could do. Ah. Eggs. Don't you bop me. Egg. Ah. Egg. Eggs. So this morning I just took the egg straight up out of this guy's nest. Hey, I was only yoking. Fun fact, most people depict Humpty Dumpty as being a large Eggman, but not once does it ever say that Humpty Dumpty was an egg. People just make that assumption on their own. But it never once says that Humpty Dumpty was an egg. Sir, are you alright?
Sir?
Should I call... Is this the Red Madness? Do you have the Red Madness, sir? I'm gonna have to report you. I'm gonna have to report you to my commanding officer as a keeper of the order. I'm going to have to report you for that. Let's get back out into the wild, because that's really what I was trying to do. Ooh. Speaking of resources, iron ore. Never go wrong with that. And I got a free amethyst out of it. Nice. No. No. Done. There's nothing there. Vein is depleted. I'm sure I can't hit you up with you trying to party. I'm so sad that like I want there to be some sort of mod where I can turn, like, if I were to play Skyrim, like VR Skyrim. Hey, Caitlin, you're still up? It's like what, really early in the morning for you right now? Burn! Unlimited power! It's literally like Sith green and everything. I love it. The grotto at the crossroads. There are wolves nearby as well. Well, I better go into this completely and totally safe grotto. Surely I will be fine in here. Dead. Oh shit, his body went flying after that. Mage light. Fine shell. Like Skyrim become a werewolf. But yeah, Caitlin, this is Enderal. A full conversion mod for Skyrim. Oh, I should probably check and see what he had because I'm here to gather up armor. Leather, not really what I need. I'll take the iron war axe because that'll make iron ore, and I can use that to make boots. Let's go ahead, and while we're at it, I want to go ahead and drink a mead, eat some... I want to get drunk, eat some mushrooms, and zap some people to death. That's my goal here. Get drunk, slam back some psychedelic mushrooms, and blast somebody to Kingdom Come with my lightning hands. There's this last guy. Alright, we good? Everybody down? That's like one hell of a night. Kick ass and chew bubble gum. It's time to kick. Well, I remember somebody made an edit where it was I wish I had the picture on me, but I don't have the picture on me, but it said it's time to, hey, CPQ, welcome out. It said, it's time to kick gum and, it's time to kick gum and chew ass. And I'm all out of ass. But then the name was also, it's like a shitty, like, it was a shitty drawing of, Duke Nukem, but it just said Dick Kickem. It's way funnier when you see it than it is to describe it, but holy shit. Goat meat. That's actually really good. And a firewall scroll and some old iron arrows. Not as much resource gathering as I had hoped that I would have been able to do in this cave. Some iron gauntlets, that's good. Iron daggers are good. Bloody skulls are useful. Good for that now. I should summon my apparition at some point. Now that he's been actually, like, updated with proper gear, he's an actual asset to the team. Oof. You're not having a good day there, Leader Helene. Iron Cuirass, and I'll take that steel war axe though. Oh, that's good. Blue quartz. Health potion. Venison. Some wine. Magic resistance. Red apple. Of course, leather shield. And we'll see what's in this box. Possibly. Maybe we won't see what's in this box. Maybe I'll just try really hard and fail. Blue quartz and a ring of frost resistance. I like Death Breath more than that other attack that I was doing. Get out of here. Less gauntlets. Dead priest. This lead out too. This is back to the beginning. This is back to the beginning. Alright, then we have fully discovered this cave. Time to move on to another location. I'm hoping that I can find maybe some ruins or something. Yes. Re-up Divine Shield really quick. Any iron or any ore deposits while I'm sort of looking around? I don't see anything. Maybe. Ooh, there's an ice claw up there. Very top of that waterfall, there's an ice claw. To make my way back up. Oh. Made a mistake. I want to go up. Let me through. So earlier today, I was playing around in VR chat a little bit, just, you know, exploring. I want to get more into VR chat. I haven't done a whole lot. I have... Oh, hey, look, there's another egg. Hammerbird egg. But, I want to do a bit more as far as, like, doing VR chat. Just because, like, I've got a VR headset. I've never really done it before, and with Udon coming out, which is their new coding language specifically designed for VR chat to make some, like, significantly more interactable things, I wanted to give it a shot and see what it was all about. Just, like, what the big hullabaloo was with VR chat. So I hopped in, and the first thing that I did was I wanted to choose a character, and it took me a little while, but I eventually settled on, there was this little, well, I have two that I use the most. There's a cute-looking, like, doctor, or like witch doctor, or not witch doctor, plague doctor. There's like a cute-looking plague doctor that I use, and then there's a robot from, there's one of the robot operators from, not the one that everybody plays, but the one that came out before it. Summon Mud Elemental, okay. Titanfall. It's an operator from Titanfall that's like a little robot man. So I use both of those because, you know, you gotta have an avatar. So I set up my avatar, and then after my avatar was set up, I decided to go like looking around in the different worlds. Time for me to head to bed. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by, Caitlin. Oh shit, there's a bear. Yeah, bye-bye. But I... Wait. Where? Oh, my guy must have died. At some point, he must have gotten lost behind me and couldn't follow anymore. I want to head down this way.
Flanking.
Oh, hello. I actually wanted to be using Death Breath. Man, it really does suck to be you guys, huh? Maybe this wouldn't be much of an issue for you guys if you didn't, like, attack me constantly. I don't know if skulls are useful. I know bloody skulls are, but I don't know if regular skulls are that useful. Ooh, wine. My character is essentially a drunkard now because wine makes it so that your stamina, while your stamina doesn't regenerate as quickly, your mana regenerates much faster. So you're just gonna let me do this, huh? Another ice claw. And what is this area? I like this little pond. I'm gonna steal your salmon. Oh, it's a cemetery. Oh, aren't these supposed to be like, oh, an awoken lost one? I think I didn't let you hit me, huh? Yeah, I would say, with the undead on the rise, one of the big updates, or one of the big, like, laws is that you aren't supposed to bury your dead anymore. They have to be cremated to prevent them from rising from the dead. But apparently, these people just don't care about that, huh? Anything special, I don't think it is. Try to gather as much as I can. I need to get my hands on some more nightshade. Ooh, there's another ice claw. Nightshade is super useful because I can combine it with whisperweed to make ambrosia. And ambrosia, if I can make ambrosia, I can save myself so much money. The only problem that I've been running into is just being able to find the nightshade, because I got plenty of whisperweed. Or peaceweed, that's what it's called, peaceweed. But I cannot for the life of me get my hands on the nightshade. Not in any large amount. See here. I don't know why I'm looking through this menu. I meant to come in here. I wanted to grab another cooked venison. Fill out my health. I'll hawk up a mage light to make it easier to see. And we'll switch out to the two-handed for a bit. They did a number on my health. The problem with that hammer is that it's very slow swinging. I wouldn't mind a higher rank life absorption either. See that trap? You're just gonna sit there and walk backwards. I'm gonna blast you. Give me that sweet, sweet juice. That life juice that you really don't need anymore because you're dead. You're supposed to be dead. Stay dead. You're getting death breathed, my friend. Getting a little bit high on my carry weight, but these iron maces will be worth it in the end. Also, I just remembered I have 3 ice claws. And also some king mead. Another mana fungi. Let's see, having... Hey, and I think that was a level up sound. It was a level up sound. Let's take a little extra mana. While we're at it, let's meditate. Now that we have an extra memory point. How many memory points do I have right now? 2! I have 2 memory points. Well, now I'm just spoiled for choice, aren't I? I want to increase this, but that seems a little bit less useful in comparison to something like Arrow Wall. Arrow Wall, Tower of Strength is really nice, but let's see here. Staggering Stance, 10% more damage, 50% more power, 40% less damage resistance. I don't like that because I need damage resistance. Variant Stance is increased attacking and movement speed, 45% decreased blocking, 10% chance. Is there a stance in the middle here? I can't tell. Then I'm going to see what are my skills over here. Soulsmith Apprentice. You can make talismans from rank 2 at the Phantasmal Workbench. I haven't found a rank 2 soul yet, so I have no reason to do that. Apprentice of the Dark Arts. Reduces the mana cost of psionic and entropy spells. Yes, please. That'll be what we use our points for, because we're definitely heading down the route of more of a sword and board than my two-handed, as I had initially assumed that I would be. I'm more of a battle mage now than I was back then. And the rank 2 mage light is just, it lasts longer, which is useful, but not like the end-all be-all. Robe of the Inner Flame, Helmet of the Inner Frost, Summon Ancestor rank 1. I've already got that. Bone Meal, Potion, Morning Air. Silverplate and Goblet don't weigh a whole lot, but they can be sold. Silver Amphora. Urn is empty. Coffin is empty. Well, yeah, because they were all alive and walking around. Except for this guy. There's just some old linens in there, though. Whoa. That was weird. Illusion problems. Ooh, that is bright, whatever that is. Feather Shield. Panic rank 2. Steel War Axe. Instead of the Mysterious Nomad. Veil of the Mysterious Nomad. I got some good stuff out of this. I got a lot of maces that I can take back with me. And I leveled up, which was kind of like the whole goal of doing this. Oh, I must have stepped on that trap on the way out. The one that I forgot to kind of do something about before. I'll take the iron arrows, I guess. I don't really use my bow and arrow. Ooh, a medium backpack. Yes, hell yes. A medium backpack is such a good find in this place. Hammer, plane, smoking pipe. I could not be happier with that little journey. I got a level up, I got a lot of materials, and I got the upgrade to my backpack. And if I follow this guy right here, he'll show me a way to his nest. A couple of birds out here. See where this guy's nest is, though. Because he'll eventually stop circling and go to his nest. All about the patience. Circling over here. I don't want to assume his nest is over this way. Oh, there's a steel ingot out here in the middle of nowhere. Did you move that for me? This king crab was attempting to ambush me with a steel ingot. The old honey pot maneuver, I see. Aw. Did your rider die? Did your rider go away somewhere? You just left out here. Such a pretty horse to just be left out here. But, I'm not the kind of person that would steal a horse. Of course I need to get a close up in this. There we are. That is the definite benefit of the Death Spark, is that it has a much longer range. And its base damage output is higher. I see like a camp or something on the other side of this. I want to check that out. I was gonna just teleport back to Ark, but I'm like right here. But maybe I won't have to. It'll probably still be faster for me to teleport to Ark. Considering I can do it for free with my return spell. I might as well. Sneak my way up here, yes I can. Ah. Nothing. Nothing of interest. Alright. Let's get out of here. I especially like that costs like nothing to cast.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this holy city. A miracle has happened. A miracle that must have been.
Mental items.
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you? Have you...
Iron battle axe.
Oh,
Iron war.
how do they say it?
Iron dagger, iron gauntlets, iron war axe, 6 iron maces, back to back to back. Iron cuirass. Reinforced leather shields. And a steel war axe. That gets me everything that I'm going to break down that way.
I have books, scrolls, potions.
Oh, and then didn't I put some stuff in my chest that I can get rid of? The spectral chest. I got leather strips, and an oak bow in here. Let's dismantle the oak bow really quick. And what does it take to make that medium backpack? requires spare parts, silver, and
just don't get
quicksilver.
any
Well, I
younger.
have all of those ingredients if I remember correctly. I just gotta get them out of the secure chest. Back this way. Go ahead and gather up all of our blueprints really quick. Am I carrying a lot of extra stuff that's making me particularly heavy right now? Yeah, I've got weird stuff in my inventory. I'll go sell some stuff really quick, and or break it down for experience points.
Rena Shalom, my sir. Are you looking for fresh fish?
Men, that's just how they are.
Elementalism, 6%, and mana regeneration. Those are some good robes. Not worth it for me to learn frost, the magic resistance though, because that's the ring that I'm wearing right now. I'm gonna sneeze. Ow. Yeah. Okay. Now that I've broken that down, my inventory is particularly pared down, and I can pick up all of my ingots freely. I don't need the ones from the ancient nation though, and my spare parts. Those two.
Hungry for arcane secrets? I have books, scrolls, potions, anything for friends.
And I make a medium backpack now. What am I missing? A silver ingot. I've already gone to the local silver mine, so I won't have any more silver ingots from there. My best hope is to see if this guy and the other place have anything.
Tell me what you need, and be quick about it.
Butter barrels. No, he's got silver stuff, but he doesn't have silver. Well, silver ore at least. I'm gonna use that smoking pipe again. There's no reason to. I already know that one. I've read that. What else do I not need? Don't need the scroll of fireball or ice spike. Those are both relatively useful to me. I don't need my set from the set of the nomad or this plain tunic. That'll be all the stuff that I sell to you for now. Do you have any silver?
Looking for everything for the path-abiding soldier.
Including silver? Hey, yes. Including silver.
Come again.
And go ahead and take. I'm just gonna take all of your spare parts as well.
Soldier.
Because I'm eventually going to need those spare parts, and I might as well just buy them from you now, considering you have like a whole bunch. That'll give you a chance to let your inventory reset, and by then I'll probably need more parts. And so the cycle begins anew. Oh, hold on. I'm skipping a step. I picked up ore. I did not pick up ingots. Gotta smelt those ores down into ingots. I'll hang on to my iron ore because if I find some corundum, that'll be an easy way to get steel, and steel's a little bit harder to find than iron. There we go. Medium backpack. Go ahead and get that carry weight up. With a medium backpack, I break 400 on my carry weight. I can sell you my old backpack.
Aye, sure. Take your time. It's not as if there's much to do
Ooh,
down
I can buy
here
rune
anyway.
stuff now. It's got a high value, but I could start equipping myself with rune armor. Right. So I can now start equipping myself with rune if I can gather the money and the materials together for it.
Aye, sure. Take your...
Yeah,
Sure.
I don't want to waste my, let's see here. I want to get one of each type. So that one, then Rune Cuirass, Gauntlets, Helmet. That's all I can afford from you right now, but that's also, I think, all I need for right now. So let me see here. I should be able to... I should have a high enough crafting to make the rune gear. Let's see here. I'm missing Quicksilver. But I've actually got a bunch of the other stuff that I need to make this armor. I could actually make the rune boots right now, but it would use up all of my silver and 2 of my malachite, and I'd be better off waiting, getting my hands on a Quicksilver ingot and being able to make the rune Cuirass. That would end up increasing my armor by a lot more. In the meantime, Iron Gauntlets. Relatively inexpensive. I'm able to produce a whole bunch of them, and I can sell them for a lot. Where are you? Where'd you go? Why are you always all the way in the back?
Looking for everything for the path abiding soldier.
I would like to sell you 14 pairs of gauntlets. Alright, well, with that, I can also then, from you, I need to buy, because you can do, yeah, I got the Dunavir Steel Sword, I'm not worried about that. Yeah, you didn't have rune. Oh, you know, you have rune stuff in here. Okay. Of course, I already know how to make all of the rune stuff that I care for. Can I interest you in 14 pairs of gloves? Still partially red hot from the forge. Rune War Axe, Rune War Hammer. I think my sword is technically better than anything that I could make with rune right now. Because my sword required gold to make, and rune stuff I think adds most. Oh, shit, forgot. I needed to buy Quicksilver from him so I could make my chest piece.
Looking for everything for the path abiding soldier.
You have Quicksilver. I'll need 16 of the stuff. Go ahead and give me 4 for now.
Greetings. Do you need a potion to refresh your stamina?
Okay.
Or are you a user
So.
of the arcane art?
Skipping a step again. I always buy the ore and I always forget to smelt it. So. Rune Cuirass. And take it over here on this wheel, on this nope, this is the grindstone, whoops. I need to take this over to here, the workbench. And turn that into an exquisite piece for 67 armor. And now I can equip exquisite armor. Look at me! Look at me, that's some badass armor. I mean, it's just the,
Hey! You're an adventurer, aren't you?
It's armor that's based off of the companion's armor, but still. It's the next step in my, journey.
Looking for everything for the path abiding soldier.
And I would like to sell my old Cuirass to you. Because it is not as good, and I can get $300 back on it. Despite it being heavily used. Okay. I would really like, on my next excursion, I would like it to not be... Let's see here. Why'd you follow me outside? I would like to find some more good stuff.
My sir?
And I can sell a Ring of Frost Resistance. Oh, I have to sell that to the tailor. Hold on.
Workplace all your heart could ever desire. Take a look.
I'm never going to use that. I'm never going to use that. And I want to get rid of my Ring of Frost Resistance. What do you have for me? Crafting books for enchantment. But only some rhetoric books for...
May his light
okay.
come back if you...
I should maybe increase my rhetoric so that I could get more stuff, but right now I've only got I'm only hanging on to 17 crafting points right now, and if I'm going to be spending crafting points, I'm going to be getting my handicraft up, because if I can continue to make better and better armor, I'll be in even better shape.
You may have heard it already. There's war in Kira. A group of
let's go to the bank really
with the name
quick.
Disciples of the Sand.
I want to go to the bank. And let's deposit some money in the bank.
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and... Of course.
I'll deposit 7.
Hello. How may I be of service?
No, I wanted to hit 700.
Of course. A wise decision.
There we go.
Hear my words, O path-abiding people of this.
So now I'm carrying decidedly small amount of money, but I now have 1,400 in the bank, which means that every day I'll be generating 70 gold. You generate 5% of total gold. Or you can just do half of 10%. Is the easy way to do it. That's how I always do the math. Can I leave to the Heartland this way? No, this is the foreign quarter. Close enough. I'm trying to stick somewhere around the foreign quarter, like, or the around Ark if I can, because the Ark/Riverville area. First off, there are a lot of things that I didn't explore on my way to Ark, like the walk there, that I can go back and explore and possibly get my hands on some good money. But simultaneously, it's just this is the area that is relatively safe for me to stay in right now. So I don't like to venture too far outside of this range, just because if I were to ride all the way out into the middle of nowhere, I would be in danger. I'm far better off just staying somewhere around Ark. In this forested area up here is actually perfectly fine. And collecting what I can where I can. I've already collected from that nest. Crap. Do you just immediately drown and start and like die in Skyrim, or do you start taking health damage first? I don't think I've ever gotten close to drowning in Skyrim before. Yeah, I've been to the pit shelter. I was full of dudes. An unexplored mine. I could always quick save and find out. You make an excellent point. Alley-oop. Oh, yeah. You start, you start losing HP. You can stay down there a lot longer than I thought you could. Because because there was no meter for me to actually, like, see, I've never stayed underwater for a while. Yeah, I've never stayed underwater for, like, unless I was playing an Argonian and I knew for a fact that I couldn't drown, I would never stay underwater for more than, like, 3 seconds in Skyrim, I always felt like stressed out. Because if you're down there for more than if you're down there for more than half a second, when your character comes up, no matter what, they come back up going. And so every single time I was just like, well, damn, like I'm killing my dude. Like he must have been seconds away from instant death, and I had no clue. Like no. He had a lot of time left. It just takes for fucking ever. I wonder if it's based on something though. Like I wonder if you can stay underwater longer because I have like a higher endurance or something. I don't know. I forgot to put away my ores and stuff. Oh, but I could do a little bit of that with my spectral chest. Let me just go ahead and put away all my blueprints really quick. Alright. Oh, wolf. Wanna fucking go? Oh, there's another one. Shit. Remember, if you get low on health, switch out to fucking Casanova. You can bake whatever you're fighting. Enderalian crusty bread. A staple of my diet, to be sure. Just dead, instantly. That got me 20 experience points. That's a not insignificant amount of experience. Like, yes, it means that I would have to kill 100 foxes to get what I need, but like, a fox goes down so easy. I should be leveling up a lot faster than I normally am. Or a lot more often than I normally do. Ooh, you've got fine steel here. Oh shit, the wolves are going after the guy. Hell yeah. Casanova. At a right total of no HP left, Casanova deals nearly 100 damage. And firm leather gear I can still sell for good amounts. Or I can either sell, or not sell it, but particularly break it down into leather. Still not in the best of shape health-wise, but that also hasn't stopped me yet. Whoa. Oh, those nails disappeared. I really could have used those nails. I love that they built this, like, staircase for that lady to come down, and she just dropped off the side. She was like, nope. Not fast enough. Can I not take those nails? It's lame. I need nails more than I need the hammer. Shadow Echo Mine. Before we go in there, let's shield up. Mage Light. That spark out. And summon. Better than you. Better than you, Cave Troll. Actually, I have an entropy spell for this. I don't need to use my entropy spell for this. Also, apparently it costs a lot to cast that spell, where I can cast this one at a relatively decent amount. Going to cause a battering ram. So that one reloads. Go ahead and call him to me because that resets his location. There we go. Iron ore is still a good ore. I still need iron for a lot of things. Incognizable remains. That's a good spell. I like that spell. I need to be careful with using that spell around my familiar, though. My familiar takes that explosion damage. But holy shit, this is a great spell combo for this weapon type. Because I don't take the damage, but I could make pretty much anybody else I want take that damage. Ooh, Quicksilver. I just needed this stuff. I'm still not sure if ore regenerates in this game or not. I don't think I've gone back to caves that I have visited in the past to check. I know you can dismantle enemy equipment into bars, but I don't think that any of that ever gives you things like the what I would consider the ancillary healing, or not healing, but the ancillary types. Go ahead and get Grave Curse on this mess. I might remove Death Breath because its rank 1 is not the best. Not in comparison to some of my other magic. Let's eat a cooked venison, eat a mana fungi, and drink some wine. And then let's Mage Light. Divine Shell. And then Grave Curse. Seems to be a great setup for this area. Ah, yep. Yep. I didn't realize that was dealing as much damage to me as it was. There was a bunch of fire on the ground and it nearly killed me. Ooh. Damn near killed myself there. Glimmer dust mixer, just a scratch. Forever emblazoned on the screen, just a scratch. Nothing else serious that I can take from them. And I don't have the material to do anything about that. Hey, I can summon a fire elemental now. Let's see here. What summons do I have? Because I have a couple of books. Summon a mud elemental. I wonder what that looks like. Oh, I've seen a mud elemental, I think. Yeah, I've seen a mud elemental. I don't know how good they are, but I've seen them before. Don't engage me, engage the mud elemental. Oh, mud elemental, fight. Fight for my honor. Thank you. I don't feel like I need to be spending that much time asking my mud elemental that I summoned to be doing its job. I understand they're not the smartest things in the world, but seriously. It is quite literally made of mud. That is inexcusable. Rundum, hey. Now I can make some steel. Adjust my microphone a little bit there. Mud Elemental stays around for a decent amount of time if he doesn't die. And we're back to the beginning. Let's Mage Light it up and make sure that I got all of the ore deposits in here. That's the main goal of any trip to a mine, is to make sure that you've got all the ore. Because literally all of it is useful forever. It's not like in Skyrim where once you max out your smithing, you go, alright, and that's it, I don't need this anymore. It's like, no, smithing creates experience. Crafting new things can get you experience without having to necessarily get into a shit ton of combat. You should absolutely be, crafting at any given turn. It'll always be worth doing. I think we're pretty good as far as ore collection goes. Because in this back area there were a couple of quicksilver. Aha! I have not mined this quicksilver yet. It is a shame that I don't mine ore in this as fast as I do in VR Skyrim, because that would be nice. I've been spoiled by VR Skyrim's ability to just click and have all of the ore from a mining location at once. That was ore. Now it's not. This was ore back in here, but now it's not. That heads further in. I think I've got all the ore now. Because the rest of this was actually like wooden walkways and stuff. One last place to check. You get close enough, the text box for just a scratch comes back up. Alright. I think we are clear on ore in this mine now. So go ahead and head back out to the Heartland. Now that we've got this mine cleared out, let's discover some more locations. That is bound to get me into fights, and fights are bound to get me experience points. Seems to be some form of camp up ahead. We'll go ahead and explore that. Ooh, that's a big fire. I do like the idea of my enemies just exploding into big old chunks. There's a big one. Okay. I don't like Vatir. They're very fast and they attack very quickly. They don't do well for my tactics. Or my tactics don't work well on them, I should say. Vatir encampment. They're somewhat civilized people. Vatir. Was not expecting that. I'm now carrying too much and I'm unable to run. Well, I should still be able to teleport, so... Let's take everything of value out of here. I picked up a couple of things that I don't need to have, right? Things that are weighing me down unnecessarily. empty skull. I don't need that empty wine bottle. I don't need that hammer. Shit, there's one of them still alive. I was not expecting one to still be alive. I had assumed that I had cleared out the entire camp. That'll be where I go ahead and return now. Going to be enjoying some homemade apple cider today, courtesy of my girlfriend CBQ.
Path-abiding people of this holy city. Many of you may have heard it already. There's war in Kira. A group of honorless.
Hey, you're an adventurer, aren't you?
Yep.
Have you been to? How do they say it? Melee?
Nope.
My dad told me that's where the petrified live.
Yep.
They have not only defiled the grandeur.
Stop talking to me, kid.
Hungry for arcane secrets?
I'm very slow right now, and I don't need a kid talking to me.
Anything.
Let's see here. Iron dagger. Iron gauntlets. Reinforced leather shield. Firm leather cuirass. Firm leather cuirass. Firm leather arm protectors. Some fine leather boots. Some firm leather shoes. An extra rune war axe. I'm never going to use my rune bow, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. A rune battle axe. Fine steel shield. Give me some quicksilver. Okay, so fine steel stuff gives me quicksilver. That's nice to know. Steel dagger, steel mace, steel cuirass.
Move along.
Go ahead and gather up all of this stuff out of here. I guess I can't choose to gather all, can I? Because it's technically a person that I'm gathering from. Did I eat lunch before streaming? I ate a late breakfast, but no, not like a dedicated lunch or anything like that. What am I missing to make rune gear right now? Silver. That always seems to be the case, huh?
From around here, are you? I know that accent.
I could make some rune gauntlets, though. They don't require silver.
Hungry?
That would be nice.
I have books, scrolls, potions. Keeping for friends of power.
Now they are a -3 in comparison to my fine steel gauntlets, but if I were to then boost them, really only one, I guess only 1 point higher, huh? An improvement's an improvement. Plus, they look cool as hell.
Ahoy.
My problem going forward is mostly going to be finding,
hammers, daggers, sword. Looking for everything for the path-abiding soldier.
my thing going forward is going to be finding the actual malachite. That from the rat catcher. And these fine steel gauntlets. Crafting book Rhetoric Adept and Sneak Adept. Don't need either of those.
Come again.
I need to gather up more iron if I can. I mean, obviously iron's relatively easy to get my hands on, but
Wow, nice sword.
smelt down some ore. We'll make steel. And then I got glowing thorium ingots. We'll make quicksilver ingots. I've yet to find a use for a corundum ingot.
You're not from here, are you? I heard you talk.
Fighting people of this holy city.
Let's go ahead before the bank closes. Let's go ahead and deposit our goods.
Walk blessed, my sir. How can Sylvan and friend? Of course.
Blueprints. Where's the actual estate, though? But you've got a lot of crafting books and learning books, for that matter. Nothing from Entropy, mind you, but the title deed to a house in the marketplace is only 1,200. Oh, we could afford that right now, actually. Let's see here. I'll wait another day or two. I'll gather up a little extra money so that we don't bankrupt ourselves, but we could very, very soon own a house here in... Oh, fuck it. You know what? No, we'll do it now. Because an extra day would just be like another 70 gold or so.
Walk blessed, my sir.
I'd like to withdraw. I would like to acquire an estate. Which is the title deed to a house at the marketplace. What do we want to name our house? Ooh, I didn't think about that. Anybody got any ideas in chat? Anybody want to drop a name generator on this? Actually, well, he's not here, but I promised Paranoia, since he tried to do a Let's Jam and we weren't gonna do that anymore because DMCA. I told him that I would give him a thing. We could call it just the House of Paranoia. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I gotta remember how to spell paranoia. Can anybody type out paranoia for me? I don't know how to spell. Let's see here. Let's see here. Paranoia. Paranoia. House of Paranoia. I'm a homeowner now.
Of course.
Did I sell you anything? Maybe get some of that money back that I just, did. Nothing of exceedingly high value, really. But anything is worth something, I guess. I also don't really feel the need to own a potion of water breathing anymore, because now that I know that you can hold your breath for so long, there's really no reason to use it. And I don't need a potion of the fingersmith either. Protection from shock. I'll keep my protection from magic, but pretty good elsewhere.
Walk blessed. And don't forget, of course.
I still have 800 pennies, and I want to get, let's see here. Bed, bench. See here. Chair. Chest. Cooking pot would be nice. Light, candle, silver, candle holder, large. Horn, blueprints for lights, wall candles, shrine candles. Wall torches? I'll do wall candle. Paintings, mannequins, sceneries, rugs, plants, practice dummies. I think the thing that I would want the most would be. Oh, we'll get a rustic angular table as well, and a workbench. Now, of course, I believe these are all just these are also just blueprints that I'm buying. These aren't even, like, I don't think they just show up magically in my house either. I think I have to go about getting the materials together and building them now. But, is it this house that's mine now? No. It's one of these houses in this general area is mine now.
Move along.
Here we go, the House of Paranoia. To get to builder mode, either drop a placeable object from your inventory or press and hold activate while aiming at a nearby object. Okay. So there is a secure chest in here. That's good to know. And I have a small bed. Like I have a regular bed, but it's a humble home to be sure. I would like to get a cook pot first and put it over the fire. That'd be my first and foremost thing.
You're an outlander, aren't you? I can tell.
Oh, you're not. You. I know that accent.
Alright, I need this. Placeable cook pot. Guess I would like to make that.
Evening.
Wall candle. I'll make several wall candles. And I'll make a couple of large candle holders. What am I missing to make some of these other things? Wood and nails. I've already got one of those beds, so I really don't need to make another bed.
Around here, are you? I know that accent.
So, in my inventory, you're now in the move mode. Press activate shortly. Change mode. Press activate lengthily 2 seconds. Pick up object. Move position object. So this is just a cook pot by itself. It doesn't actually... It doesn't have a stand. You're now in move mode. You are now in change mode. Place object, a lengthy hold. Rotate object, change height. Okay, that looks weird. I would need to get my hands on some sort of like pot holder or something to make that look somewhat believable. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and up, up, rotate. I need to be like right up against the wall for this to look good. Rotate, rotate. It's a little bit off the wall, and that's gonna bother me. Like, it's super cool of them to have built, it's super cool of them to have built this kind of system into Skyrim of all things, but hoo boy, does it only kind of work. Okay, that looks better. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy these placeable, these large candle holders a little bit more. I want to put one more wall light over here. I just have to know where I'm at, basically. That's too far into the wall. Yeah, too close again. It might be too far away, but we'll see. Wait, no, fuck. Okay. Whoops. Okay, that doesn't look terrible. Legitimately worried there for a second. These guys will be relatively easy to place. They're already set up as on the ground, which is what I want. Okay. Got some lights placed. I'm gonna sneeze now. Okay, don't need to sneeze. Like, this is right where it should be, but it needs to be on like a cooking pot stand. There's no stand for me to put it on. That'll just be it for now. That looks so bad. That looks really bad. But I don't... I need to get a stand or something for it. I don't know. Like, I can't just, like, magically appear a stand. Like, super cool of them to have built this into it. Expansion board. Oh. Buy furnishings laborer room. Adjust house name. Show furnishing tutorial. Nothing. Well, that's cool. So I could expand this out and have, like, an actual room for putting down some of the more, like, interactable things. Yeah, it's the middle of the night right now. Do not show again. I actually know how to do it now. But I now have a working bed, and it's in the market district, so I don't have to go anywhere now. And I've always been a fan of having a more humble home in games like this than to go, like, super ostentatious with it.
Wow, nice sword.
Thanks, kid. I made it myself.
What do you want?
I want to make some money because I just used all of my money up buying a house. I'm almost out of iron though. I could make some steel gauntlets. Steel boots worth more, or does it just use... Oh, it uses leather instead of iron. That's even better, actually. Aside from the quicksilver cost, the boots themselves are actually a nicer... they're a nicer make than the gauntlets, because the gauntlets have to use extra iron as well. But the boots gave me steel. Where's the... Oh. Right. Nobody's actually, like, up and about right now. Not quite just yet. You just happen to live at the fucking forge. Rather, everybody's up, but I have to wait for people to actually, like, get to where they're going. And now you're here.
Looking for steel. Everything for the path.
It wouldn't let me click on him for a minute there. Not really worth it. Need to figure out how to get some more money.
Walk blessed, my sir.
I suppose I should take the remainder of the money that I do have and redeposit it in the bank so I can actually have, you know, a proper bank account. And I can't deposit my bank. I can't deposit in the bank if I don't have access to the bank itself. Because apparently the bank's not open yet. Despite being able to walk in and out of the bank itself is not open yet. What time is it? Like 12 in the after. It's like, yeah, it's 11 a.m. Like,
Yes.
the bank should be open right now. I don't know where that guy is.
Greetings.
I've got no reason to be back here. I just need to talk to the guy so I can deposit my money.
Yes?
There he is. Come on over.
Hello. How may I be of service? Of course.
All of it.
A wise decision.
Let's go see if we can't find the last of those hammerbird eggs.
My sir.
I'm super excited for the changes they made to, oh, one other, this will make no sense, so I'll go ahead and preface what I was originally saying. So, there was a new update to Baldur's Gate 3 the other day, like, either today or just recently, very, very recently. There was an update to Baldur's Gate 3. And in that update, they made some pretty serious improvements on some things that I had issues with. Specifically, cantrips have been nerfed, which take that as you will, whether you think that that's a good thing or a bad thing. Cantrips are not nearly as overpowered as they used to be. And what I mean by that specifically is, in the past, a cantrip would basically, like, the ones that they changed the most were, I think they're the only ones they changed were Firebolt, Ray of Frost, and Acid Splash. Those three spells got changed because they were causing surface effects, which is a very common, it's a common thing to see in the other game that Larian Studios makes. It's like a Larian Studios sort of thing to have the game have, like, an effect on the field that you have to, like, deal with and contend with. That's normal for Larian Studios, but that's not really, like, 100% 5th edition rules, right? And so the problem with it was that they were trying to combine how their games work with sort of the environment, like with their environments and everything. They were trying to combine that aspect of their games with the D&D rule set. And the problem was that because of how D&D rules work, you would basically just have to have, like, you could steamroll every enemy in the game if you just had 5 dudes casting Ray of Frost. Because you would basically make the entire field impassable for anybody to actually try to run across. That you would make it impassable for others. And you would make it hostile for anybody to try and get to you, if they could get to you at all, because you were constantly reducing their movement speed. Plus, like, Ray of Frost is supposed to reduce movement speed, and so it did. But it also had a chance to trip people, just like in the moment, just almost immediately.
Any luck?
And that was causing the game to, like, I specifically remember being in a fight where I thought I was in trouble because there were like 6 or 7 enemies. Yeah, right? Why use spell slots when cantrips exist? Like, the cantrips were so fucking good, you would just spam cantrips the whole day. There was a fight that I got into where there were about 5 or 6 enemies. There's a guy going down. I'm going to check and see if I can't find his nest. And so it became this very common thing of, like, I got into the fight with like 5 or 6 guys, right? And I should have by all like means of the words, I should have been in trouble. I should have been in trouble, but I wasn't, because I was inside of the building and these guys were having to come into the building, and because there was a choke point, I found out where the choke point was, and I just started filling the choke point with rays of frost, covering the ground in ice. And so anytime that one of them would start to get close, they would trip. And then I would mage hand shove. I had the Githyanki lady, and I would just have her mage hand out, and I would have her mage hand shove the enemies back behind the ice, and have my other two characters wail on them. My main character, who was I would have my main character, who is a warlock, send out an agonizing blast from Eldritch Blast. I would do an Eldritch Blast, and I would have who else was it? It was it was Shadowheart. I would have Shadowheart, the cleric, because they were typically prone from being hit by a oh, he's already dead. Because they were typically prone from being hit by a ray of frost, they had disadvantage on the dex checks, so I was just smashing them with a bunch of what's it called? The Radiant Flame cantrip? Sacred Flame. I was just spamming them with Sacred Flame. So the entire cycle was, with all of my guys standing inside with a bead to the world outside, Ray of Frost to cover the area in ice, causing the enemies to trip. Tripped enemies would then get shoved back behind the ice, so they would have to contend with the ice a second time. And they would also end up getting getting extra damage from getting hit by a... Now, granted, they were prone, so the Eldritch Blast didn't have good vision on them, but the everything else did, and the Sacred Flame being a check meant that it was basically always hitting. And I just whittled down like 6 what were supposed to be very difficult enemies, and it trivialized the fight. It really just trivialized the entire experience. Which at the time, when I thought for sure that I was going to die, and I found out that I could just cheese it, don't get me wrong, I enjoy a good cheese it every now and again. They're very nice. I like them, especially, I like reduced fat. I have tried the Toasty. The Toasty's good. I will give that to you. But I also like the reduced fat, and I think I just prefer the reduced fat at this point. But I will enjoy some cheese every now and again. And the way that, cantrip spam was just the ultimate cheese before. Now, to offset that, I believe they are basically making, because currently, white cheddar Cheez-Its are S tier, S plus tier. I haven't tried the white cheddar ones. I'm very particular about white cheddar. The cantrip spam was just so strong. And so they changed a couple of things. Ray of Frost can still freeze targets if they're already wet. You're not a guy I'm going for. None of these guys are hammer wings. I gotta find the next hammer wing in the line. But they changed it so that if there is a wet surface, or there is if there is a wet surface, or if the enemy itself is wet for some reason, you have a chance to freeze them. It's kind of like, well, I don't know if the enemy has to be wet, but I think there is a chance to cause frost, to happen, in the sense that it reduces their, speed or whatever. I haven't actually, played, so I don't know exactly what it is, but supposedly they made it fall more in line with basic D&D. Basic 5th edition. And then with Firebolt, they lowered the Like they made it so that it can still catch things on fire, but it itself does not produce a fire puddle anymore. And it can, there it is. And it can catch fire to objects on the ground. And I believe they increased its damage. Like its direct damage, because the whole point of Firebolt was that it was a high damaging cantrip. A D10 is very nice. So they tried to bring it back in line with that. So I believe it's because it was doing a D6, but then would catch fire to things.
So, any luck? Yes, that's them.
Versus
Here,
now I believe
you
it
have
deals that
earned yourself
D10 and can
that.
catch things on fire still.
Now, he only has to... Yes, that should do it. Say, friend.
Oh, and then they
would you
changed
be
Acid
willing
Splash.
to help
Acid
him a
Splash does
little
not leave
further?
an acid field anymore. I don't know if they
Depending
changed
on
anything
how
else
well
out
the
about it,
breeding
but
of these eggs goes,
Acid
he
Splash
would
no
like to
longer
experiment
leaves
with
a
other
puddle on the
breeds
ground.
Too. Firefinches, leaf gulls, and peak dashers, to call them by name. Bring him their eggs too, and you will be rewarded.
Firefinches, leaf gulls, and peak dashers. Understood. That might take a while.
Yes, he knows, but he will wait here for you. Good luck, and thank you.
Oof. Oh, but I leveled up. Cool. Let's gather up a little bit more mana. And with our extra point, let us invest that. I need to get past Relentless Strike if I want to get these guys, because Blade Master is going to be so good. But I have to spend the point on Relentless Strike, and I just don't care about it. But if I want to get to the good stuff down that tree, I got to spend the point now. Phantasmalist Vandal currently still. I don't know that I necessarily want to help this guy much longer. His quest is very slow. It's taking a very long time. It'll be one of those things that I just do in the background. And then maybe one day I'll have everything that I need for it.
Yes?
In the meantime, we want to head into the city.
Yes?
And talk to the guy in charge so that we may continue the main story. A couple of other changes that they made. Spells, which used to... You know how, like, spells that could be upcast would have a separate, like, thing for the upcasted version of the spell? Like a separate, hotkey entirely on the hotbar? It is not like that anymore. Every spell just has the one hotkey, and then in the way that they had before where some things would have a pop-up menu, like when you would do hex and you had to choose what kind of hex, you now click on it and then that pop-up menu shows up to let you know, or to ask you what level spell you would like to use. And I think that's cool. I think that that's a nice quality of life change. They added the... Like, if you were to get, like, DM inspiration for doing something good or something, like DM inspiration for something, they have now actually shown you on your UI when you have inspiration. That's why sometimes it would let you re-roll some rolls, but now you can actually choose when you want to use your inspiration, rather than just letting it be, you know, random. It was all being handled behind the scenes, but, like, you didn't know when you had inspiration or not. So sometimes you were allowed to re-roll skill checks, sometimes you weren't. This was what allowed you to sort of gain access to more steady understanding of your inspiration.
My glimmer. I have to remember that.
Where is this?
Walk blessed.
Then there was, what else did they do that they did? Oh, one of the simplest things they changed, but one of the nicest things they changed was they made it so that when you decide to jump over a cliff, all of your following companions will just do it automatically. You no longer have to micromanage who is jumping where. Everybody will just jump a cliff together.
I just hope you know what you're doing. You know, many see the course the Order has taken since you came back as disquieting. Narazul's mages in the temple, an outlander as a keeper. It's a lot to take in.
I know, Jorik, but someone has to deal with the threat. And if we don't, no one will.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
That's beyond.
Prophet, did you find your way around?
I guess so.
Good. It is important that you get adjusted to this place. It will be the base of all operations to come.
This was my alive juice of choice today. Was the apple cider that you provided me with, homemade.
There are 2 trails we have found. I want you to go after both of them. The first one has
apple
to
cider
do
is
with
not a
the stone
diuretic.
fragments from Old Rashengrad. Pegast has not yet told you, but all of them together form a so-called sigil stone, which we urgently need. The arcanists have already put it together, but we still lack a part of the ritual to activate it. And for that, we need the memory of a dead person. The second trail revolves around a discovery we made in the Heartland. It could be a significant, if not the only prospect we have in this fight. Where do you want to start?
Let's go with the stone.
It's simple. I've told you that the Pyreans knew about the cycle, and that they too battled it before they vanished. The sigil stone was a magical defense they created to protect themselves from the Red Madness.
Protect how?
Through small fragments that segregate once a certain ritual is performed on it. Wear one of these fragments and it will serve you like a shield for your spirit. The stone won't produce enough for all citizens of Arg, but enough for all of us keepers and the guard. The problem is that we lack knowledge about this ritual, and those who have it have been dead for millennia.
That's why we need the memory of a dead person.
Correct. The entire plan revolves around a discovery which is exhibited in the Chronicum. The frozen corpse of a Pyrean, which a fisherman found adrift in the Northern Sea some years ago.
And we have to, what, somehow access his memories?
Yes. The ice prevented his body from decaying. But go to the Chronicum and speak to Archmagister Maragil. He will be able to explain it better than I can.
To the Cranium, which is this area over here. First place that I actually visited the Sun Temple.
The fabled prodigy. I hope you can live up to what they say about you. I really do.
Oh, hey.
They also updated some skill checks to be a little more forgiving, because there are some skill checks that completely and totally lock you out of dialogue options if you fail them, and they still want that to be like a problem or an issue.
Do you see this marking on his forehead? That's a symbol of Ian, one of the 2 priest castes who reigned over the Pyrean Empire like the Lightborn did over Vin. He was no high priest, but more than an acolyte. Let's just hope he participated in the manufacture of the sigil stone back in the Pyrean era.
Well, hoping can't hurt. But look, we have company.
Archmagister, how's the situation?
Walk blessed, Grandmaster. We're fine. Everything is ready.
But yeah, they made it so that like
so this is him.
there was only a 5% benefit to using something like speak with animals on the owlbear.
Truly interesting.
Versus like just using animal handling. And so
Different.
they wanted to make it so that certain checks were not nearly as like difficult or
So, where do we start?
something like, or rather,
the
if you
Grand
had
Master
skill
already
in
informed
something,
you of
they
the goal
wanted
of
it
this
to be a
mission?
little less like punishing if you like to give you chances. Obviously, the will of the dice is still there, but they moved some checks from being like DC 18s down to like 15s and 14s. We're supposed to somehow get a memory from the dead Pyrean, because he knows the missing words of the ritual.
Correct. Now you're wondering how will this be possible?
Oh, 37 in
This is where
Pokemon
the
Go.
word of the dead
I think
comes
I might be
into play.
level
An old
10.
relic we'll need to find.
The word of the dead? I thought that was a legend.
No, it exists. And we also know where. Just so you
Yeah,
understand,
Finnegan's great.
The word of the dead is an artifact that allows...
Just wait until you
entering
level it up.
deceased
Finnegan
person's mind
Finnegan was one of my
to
favorite
relive his
starting
lost memories
Pokemon.
as if they were your own.
That's also because it came from one of my favorite generations, Black and White.
This is the grand plan, right?
Right. You'll need to locate the word of the dead, teleport the Pyrean's body to you, and then enter his thoughts. And there you'll have to look for the words of the ritual.
Right then. So where do we find this word
Well,
of the dead?
this is...
There's an old manor in Enderal's west that belongs to an old collector of artifacts. We received a tip that the word of the dead...
Black and White
is
was
in
just
his
such a good
possession.
game in my opinion because
Are you
it
talking about this
relied
odd fellow with
so
puppets?
little on
The
the
aged man
previous
from the
games
folk
in the
zone?
series.
I am.
It felt like every generation leading up through, like, it kind of came to a head with Diamond and Pearl to me, which is, like, the one that I feel like most people agree is, like, not the best one. And it came to a head in that game where it almost felt entirely like it was just leaning on Gen 1 recognition. Like, the Pokemon in that one were very lackluster. The region itself was relatively lackluster. They didn't really add anything particularly new. They kind of took out some of the things that people liked, they heavily reduced certain things like showing off your Pokemon at the competitions. They removed competitions almost entirely. They took out a lot of what people liked about the bonus content in Emerald. And the only thing they really added was, hey, remember all of these Gen 1 Pokemon that everybody forgot about? We gave them evolutions. And that was it. That was like that was the peak of Diamond and Pearl. That and, hey, did you say you wanted a legendary Pokemon? Because I've got a legendary Pokemon for your legendary Pokemon, so that your legendary Pokemon can have an extra legendary Pokemon. And like, Black and White did that too in a way, but they paid homage to the 3 legendaries thing, in the sense of having the 3 legendary, like, the 3 legendary, I'm blanking on it now, the swords. But then they started adding in, like Keldeo was a bonus one, and he was basically their version of Jirachi or like a Celebi.
You won't take it. It will be enough to find it. Use it on the Pyrean and then leave. You will travel to the manor with Delvarek, wait for nightfall, and then introduce yourself to the aged man as
I
a fellow
preferred
collector
Sock
of
to
artifacts.
throw, but I had Black, so
Then
I
you
got
will offer
nothing but
him this
throws.
brooch, and if all goes well, he will offer you a quarter for the night to negotiate in the morning. Then it's all a matter of timing. Sneak out of your room, look for the word of the dead, and teleport the Pyrean to you.
He is a round boy. His evolved form is also great. Darmanitan is great. And how am I exactly supposed to use this word of the dead on the Pyrean?
Archmagister?
Yes, well, that is a good point. We don't know, because we don't even know what the artifact looks like. But how goes the saying? The proof of the eating is in the pudding.
We'll manage somehow. And even if we don't, it definitely sounds like an adventure.
It's a great responsibility, be aware of that.
I'm not very good
But
at
I have
sneaking,
faith
so
in both of you.
this is gonna go
Now
well.
Get going as soon as you can. This mission will be fruitful. I can feel it.
Along with Jaspar.
And there they go.
So, shall we go?
Yep. Just meet me at the Myrids Tower at the Western Cliff. I'll go grab my stuff now.
So, do I have any money? Yeah, I have the 90 pennies that the guy gave me earlier. I should drop off the rest of my stuff at the secure chest.
Prophet?
Oh, there. I was saying, is there even any way for me to exit this way? There we go. And there should be a secure chest around here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. I want to go ahead and empty out my inventory of things that I don't need to be carrying. Things that won't help me in the long run during an actual mission. I've got no reason to be carrying soul gems either because I don't use soul gems. I don't have any enchanted gear that requires them. I'm gonna hang on to my title deed because I feel like if I don't have it, suddenly the house isn't mine anymore. And then drop off all of our crafting supplies. And I believe that pares down my inventory relatively well. Wait, hold on. I didn't want to put that away. I wanted to drink that because my fever is a little bit high. And chances of me using the my rune warhammer, I'll keep it. It doesn't hurt to hold on to it. And then I just need to go to the Myral Tower. The Myrid Tower. Well, he said the western gate, right? Yeah, he said the western gate. Ark's western wall is where I need to be right now. Guess I need to head for the marker. Aegis bar at the Western Cliffs Myrid Tower. Let's see here. Oh, I just need to teleport to the Myrid Tower in the Western Cliffs. Then I'm exactly where I need to be.
Well, what's the point? You just have to live with it. Monsieur?
Walk blessed. Sure. Where to?
Western Cliff. Just bar is waiting for me inside.
Ah, there you are. Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Wonderful. Here, this is the place where the aged man's manor is supposed to be. Lead on. I'll follow you. Ah, there you are. Let's push on.
Let's go ahead and just keep a divine shield up at all times if we can. I have a feeling that'll come in handy for these areas. And also, let's not use my horribly explosive power. I have a feeling that won't go over well. Now, what could that be? remember these things hurt like hell. Yep, these things still hurt like hell.
Ah, there you are. Wonderful. Here, this is the place where the aged man's manor is supposed to be. Lead on. I'll follow.
Where are we going?
You.
Alright, let's see here. I guess I should maybe walk down from here, so maybe Jaspar will be here whenever I go to fight those wisps again. There! Bear claw. Tasty. I do really want to know what that giant dragon symbol is. Considering this world does not seem to have dragons, perhaps that is a wild myrid. They go down fast, but they deal a lot of damage. It doesn't help that I believe they also deal, I'm pretty sure they deal, magic damage, which is a whole lot harder to account for. Because just about every, like, any piece of armor that you have is only going to protect against physical attacks. Magic armor comes from, like, either an innate magical resistance or things like wards. While I have a very low-level ward, it would just shatter, like, almost instantly, like, every time that I used it.
Interesting to see what some people consider art.
That's kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about that.
Aged man definitely knows how to make himself comfortable. I guess now it's time to wait for nightfall. We wouldn't want this guy to take the ark back.
I'm gonna have to clean out their cage today.
Us leave right away.
They keep pooping in the wrong spots.
All right. I think that's enough. Well, let's see how we can get in there. These busts look interesting.
Yes? What do you want?
Walk blessed, my sir. Are you
I'm the servant, so no, I'm not. And if you're looking for charity, you've come to the wrong place.
We aren't beggars, we're merchants. And we were told that your master is some kind of collector. We think we may have something he might be interested in.
Now? So what could two traveling merchants dressed in rags have that might be of interest to my master?
Should I tell her everything is
This is the silver brooch of a seraph. Where did you get this?
I'm a keeper.
Uh-huh. Well then, this changes the situation. You may enter. Plus, forgive my harshness. I misjudged you.
Oh yeah, you did. Am I actually wearing, like, just some rags right now? No, I'm wearing my rune armor.
Unfortunately, Master Gages is currently playing music, and will be at least until dawn. You can make yourself comfortable in the guest room. He will see to you in the morning.
Okay, that sounds good. Today we wouldn't have made it back to Ark anyway. Just try to get a Myrick Warden to fly in this weather. So, nice house you've got here. So it's just you and your master who live here, right? People talk about him a lot.
Please, let's just save the small talk. You're here for business.
I don't like this place. I'm getting some creepy vibes.
Good. Now follow me upstairs. I'll show you to your quarters. As I said already, Master Gages will play through the night. My apologies if his music keeps you awake, but if you want a piece of advice, listen. You won't hear anything comparable in all of Vin.
Well, then we'll do just that. So I take it your master's an artist, right? I saw the puppets. They're interesting.
Interesting. Yes, that they are. Master Gages always says art is unique because it allows us to see what our mind doesn't want us to see.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, we all have demons inside of us, don't you agree, Miser Dalvaric? Memories, truths about ourselves we've locked away somewhere in our unconscious because we don't want to confront them. True art surpasses all these barriers because it reminds us of who we truly are.
Interesting thought.
All right, here we are. Make yourselves at home. I will inform you once the master is ready to see you. By the way, call it intuition or premonition, but I somehow had the feeling we would have company tonight and took the liberty of preparing a small meal. I'm afraid the meat is a little charred, but it should taste good. Now, please excuse me. I have to rest. It is late, and the day has been exhausting.
Of course. Sleep well. And thanks for your hospitality.
You're welcome.
Now what?
And there he goes. Call me paranoid, but this all went a little too smooth for my liking.
Yeah, you're right. There's something off about that guy.
For example, the fact that he was already standing near the gate when you rang, and that he lives with a man who's older than the Black Guardian, at least according to the legends. But, well, to each his own.
So what do we do now? Wait?
Yeah, 1 or 2 hours at least, until this servant's asleep. I've got a skin of wine with me, so if you want, we could enjoy it in the meantime. I wouldn't touch this food if I were you. You could tell me about this trial while we're waiting. Or about anything. Just distract me from those damn ugly puppets over there.
Oh no. They've got the weird fucked up wooden puppet figures. in the room with us.
Interesting thought. The thing about the last moment that lasts forever. Did you know that Kyrian mentalists are apparently able to sort of become aware in their dreams? And apparently, in a dream, one can exist free from time. There's a story about an Arcanist who spent 1,000 years in a dream while he only slept 8 hours in his waking life. But, well, that's a topic on its own. I think it's late enough for our little excursion now. Let's find that relic. There it is. Master Gaius's music that transcends all barriers. As jolly as this place.
I don't feel comfortable moving around in this area right now. This is a horror game now. These mannequins are all going to start moving, and I'm not going to enjoy it. Magic symbol. My chest is pounding right now. This is scary as hell. Am I supposed to? I don't like that door's already open.
That looks like some kind of study. Maybe we could find something here.
Wait, what? My fall was
Maybe we should take a look at these bookshelves. They look kind of weird.
my fall was is what I found so far. There's a chain. Nothing happens. What's that? Pride. My pride was my fall. Pride was my fall.
Now I get it. These books must be part of some kind of
Pride
mechanism. Have you tried
was
pulling on them or something like that?
My fall.
That sounds good.
Oh. Okay. Into the aged man's sanctum. Oh, and the game crashed. Oh no. I don't know where the last autosave was. Alright, let's see here. Where was our last save point? Ah, it was at the top of the stairs. Okay. That's not terrible. And I'm not as scared of this area now that I know what's going on.
That looks like some kind of study. Maybe we can find something here.
Pride. Was. Oh. The chain. That's good.
Hey.
Platform beneath you seems to be loose and swinging. What do you want to do? Step back. The peculiarly tickling stomach and floating sarcophagus. It seems conscious, alive.
Gages, why did you wake me? Are we there yet?
No, I just wanted to see how you were.
Did? Oh, that's kind of you. But don't worry so much about me, darling. I'll manage somehow.
Always play along.
I'm sorry you have to go through all this, really. All this time. I can hardly imagine how hard that must be for you. But I still believe in our dream. I still do.
Quick save. Push the button. I have no idea which direction is forward anymore. Or if there even is a forward anymore. Holy shit. Where are the dead? It has to be it. Let's see here. I learned a spell, I guess. Was it an entropy spell? Nope. Nope. Oh, conjure Pyrean, there it is. Pyrean is here now. You arrive at the word of the dead. Tingling sensation on your hands as you get closer to the box. Open the box. go into the Pyrean. Well, Pyrean, I'm in his memories. That's a very calm-sounding knock for how heavily I was hitting that door.
By the highest being, you! I thought you were dead.
Jakal. He betrayed us. They're all dead.
What?
Yes, but it doesn't matter. We have to get away from here. His armies, they're everywhere, and they're killing everyone. What about Lilanya? Is she alright?
Yes, she's asleep. But where do you want to go? Come on, get inside. We'll talk about it there. Our brother, he's here too. He arrived last night.
Kumar? I thought he was up north.
He
Yeah,
was,
going
yes.
to get a White Castle.
But he rode back when he heard about the siege. He wants to help defend the city. He will be angry when he finds out that you fled, you know?
Staying would have been suicide. He would understand.
This is interesting.
Kumar,
I see it. Why are you here?
The Treasure Master betrayed us, and Jakal's troops have gone crazy. They're massacring the entire city. They said we...
I know that, but you didn't answer my question. Why are you here?
Where else should I be, damn it? The High Ones won. They won, and this accursed cleansing will happen, whatever it is. But if there's only the slightest chance that we can make it through, I will use it. Unlike you, I do have someone I need to take care of.
Let's hope she doesn't take after her father. Your cowardice disgusts me, brother. You've never understood what it meant to be an Aishin.
I knew that would happen.
He's such a bulldog. For him, there's nothing but his goddamn honor.
At least to Alec, yes. He won't let us flee. You do realize that, right? He will force you to keep your oath, to stay and fight. To the death.
I will talk to him. We'll do this, sister. Somehow.
Yes, of course we will. There's still some stew. I will prepare a bowl for you, all right? You go and look after the little one. I think she is slowly beginning to understand what's happening here.
Ritual. I have to search for that scroll. Bunch of blank paper. It's back outside. Into parchment, into parchment. Parchment. I have a key. Roll with glyphs.
Kumar, what? Where are you going?
Go and get Eric. We're leaving.
Leaving? But you heard him. The city is lost.
Well, isn't that good timing? I have been thinking, and I have decided that I will not let my only brother die as a deserter. We will ride to the city at first light and help with the defense.
That's not going to happen. I told you that. Zura and I will take Lilanya and flee to the north. Come with us or don't, but you will not get in our way. Period.
Period. Thank the highest being that we're family, Just Thank you.
Oh, fuck.
Kill them! Kill them all!
Oh, by the name of the sun, do something, Parrot. Keep them out of here.
You know what?
And now it's your turn.
Anybody else want to fuck with this? Huh?
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it.
I can kill this guy. Boom! Boom! Ah, that's so good feeling. Just fucking wipe out massive scores of enemies with that spell. It's so good.
More of them.
Let's see here. Let me go ahead and do... Let's see here. I want to do a wine and a fungus. Am I supposed to die here, or am I supposed to win? Because I don't know that I could have handled 12 of those guys. Oh, no. I'm supposed to do it.
To oppress this world long enough. Now it's your turn.
Okay. So I need to be careful about,
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it.
gotta be careful about use of things like the sap. Let's go ahead and roll wine and our fungi. That was a good clear.
More of them.
Holy shit, how am I supposed to deal with that?
Damn it, damn it.
Do I have anything that I can actually use to help with anything? I don't think so.
You and your more of them.
See, like, I'm suddenly just losing half of my health in like a second. Oh, there's a mage, that's why. Without a battle mage there. A lot weaker, but still going to die. Surely I can't be asked to do it again. Oh, well, how would you call? That was tough. That was a tough fight.
I think you can stop us. For every one of us you kill, a dozen more will come.
No, please. I don't want any of this. No one wants any of this. Just let us go. I have a daughter.
But I memorized the glyphs, and that's all that matters. The real issue is, what am I going to do about this aged man? I got to get out of his house. Oh, shit.
So, I hope you slept well. Well, what do you think? I brought you here after you broke into my sanctum and made your little journey into the realm of the dead. Oh, please, don't look at me like that. I knew what you were up to from the start. Sadly enough, I did.
You knew our plan? I don't understand.
No, you don't. Because you don't dare to question. Peculiar situation, all of this, isn't it? Suddenly you, the fugitive urchin, become mankind's salvation. And suddenly, just like that, out of nowhere, you can perform feats others would require decades to master. Even better, you're one of the emissaries who can hear the echo of the future. But still, you never asked yourself...
It's a video game. That's why. Well, at least you seem to know the answers.
You're right, I do. But if there's one thing time has taught me, there are things one has to realize for him or herself. You can't force insight on people. It has never worked, and it never will.
How do you know all this?
Who am I? Back then, I might have given you an impressive response to that. But at this time, I couldn't say anything that would help you. Let's just say I'm an observer. A fleshless eye, if you prefer. In this era, you might also know me as the Aged Man.
Heard of the legends, the Aged Man is centuries old. You don't look like that. Do you observe
Amongst
the cycle?
other things, yes. The cycle.
According to the legends, you're
Believe
centuries
me,
old.
all I say is quite thought through. But unfortunately, there's no point in pursuing this conversation any further. You have what you came for, and the rest is up to you. Even though I doubt it will make much of a difference.
What's that supposed to mean? That we can't stop the cycle?
Maybe you could do just that, but time will tell. Now, forgive me.
Symbol. Eat some food. I got hurt bad in that last fight. Oh, and there's an ice blocker too. I can grab that while I'm here. Doesn't help that it's the middle of the night. Let's see here. What do I have as far as lighting? Mage light. All of his mannequins are gone.
You? But what the heck was that? Where's the manor?
Hard to explain.
Try me. Any explanation's better than none.
So check it. There was this lady, and this other guy, and a child.
Uh-huh. That sounds strange, to say the least. After you went down that shaft, someone locked the door to the study, and I couldn't get it open, no matter what I tried. Well, a couple hours later, I found myself face down in a puddle of mud. But anyway, these glyphs you drew on paper look good to me. So at least officially, this mission was a success. I only wish I could... You see that? What's that? Casket? But where's this noise coming from?
Spar, this is the world of the dead.
This is it? But then the aged man left it on purpose. For us. Maybe I'm jumping to conclusions, but it seems to me as if this fellow knew a lot more than we did from the start. Still, we should take this thing with us. Let's go back to Ark and report to the Grand Master. I've got a scroll right here with me. What do you say?
Sounds good.
Well then, let's go.
And I think that's a 3-hour mark. I think that's going to be a good stopping point for me as well. I'm going to, once we get back to Ark, obviously, I need to clean out my ferret's cage because it smells like poop, like actual poop. I need to take the time to clean out their cage and all their things.
Here we are. I suggest you go inside and tell the Grand Master what happened. Then give him the casket. I'll go grab my pay now, and then I'll head back to the tavern. I guess I need a good pipe. For some reason, I can't get these puppets out of my head. They remind me of something, though I don't know what exactly. Anyway, see you around.
All right. That'll be our stopping point for today. Thank you, everybody who decided to come out to today's stream. We had a decent turnout. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I've been Paladin No. This has been Enderal. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.